I went to Disney World without my stepdaughter after her mom refused to let her come with us. My husband Jake and I got married last year and never got to take a real honeymoon because he started this new job that had him traveling all the time. We decided for our 1-year anniversary we'd finally take a trip together, just the two of us. I've wanted to go to Disney World my entire life. When I was 9, my grandparents were supposed to take me, but my papa got diagnosed with cancer right before the trip. He died 6 months later, and we never got to go. My dad passed away 2 years ago, and one of his last wishes was for me to spread some of his ashes in Tennessee on the way to Florida. So this trip meant everything to me. It wasn't just a vacation. It was me finally doing something I'd dreamed about since I was a kid and honoring my dad at the same time. We booked everything in June and we're so excited. Jake has a 12-year-old daughter, Emma, from his previous marriage. We asked her mom, Lisa, if Emma could come with us since we'd be gone for a week. Lisa's response made my blood boil. She said, "If I don't get to take her on extravagant vacations, neither do you." Lisa works part-time at a salon and spends most of her money on her boyfriend's motorcycle collection. Meanwhile, I work full-time as a nurse and saved up for months to afford this trip, but she was being petty and using Emma as a weapon. We told Emma we were still going and that maybe she could come next time. She seemed okay with it at first, said she understood and that we deserved a vacation together. But then Lisa got in her ear. 2 weeks before our trip, Lisa started texting us constantly. She said we were horrible people for going to Disney without Emma, that we were rubbing it in her face, that Emma was crying herself to sleep every night because her dream was being crushed. Jake tried calling Lisa to talk about it, but she just screamed at him about how he was choosing his new wife over his daughter. She told Emma that we didn't want her there and that's why we weren't taking her. Complete lie. The night before we left, Emma called Jake crying. She begged him not to go, said it wasn't fair that we got to do something she'd always wanted to do. Lisa was in the background coaching her on what to say. I could hear her whispering. Jake felt terrible. He asked if maybe we should cancel the whole thing. I reminded him that his ex-wife was the one who said no, that I'd spent $3,000 on this trip, that I was spreading my dad's ashes, that this wasn't just some random vacation. We went anyway. The whole first day at Disney, Jake was miserable. He kept checking his phone and looking guilty every time we got on a ride. Lisa was sending him photos of Emma crying and saying we were destroying their daughter. On day 3, I finally had enough. I grabbed his phone and called Lisa myself. I told her she was manipulating everyone and that she was the reason Emma couldn't come, that if she actually cared about her daughter's happiness, she would have said yes in the first place. Lisa started screaming that I had no right to parent her child. I told her I wasn't trying to parent anyone. I was just trying to have one vacation with my husband without her drama. She hung up on me. When we got back home, Emma wouldn't talk to either of us for 2 weeks. Lisa had completely poisoned her against us. She told Emma we spent the whole trip talking about how glad we were that she wasn't there. Finally, Jake sat Emma down and showed her all the texts from her mom, showed her where we asked permission and got denied, showed her all the manipulation. Emma started crying and said she knew her mom was lying but didn't want to believe it. We took Emma to Disney World 6 months later, just the 3 of us. Lisa tried to say no again, but this time Jake took her to court and the judge said she was being unreasonable.